Blog Talk Radio. Hi, it's Margo. It's Thursday morning, July 28th, 2016, and I'm going to talk to you guys today about cloaking. I've mentioned it in some of my other talks, and I've had several questions come up when I've talked about cloaking when you're working in these spiritual realms. People want to know what it is, why you need to do it, and how to do it. And so I've had quite a few questions on this, and it's just hard to explain just in emails or, posts on my YouTube channel. So I thought I'd just do a show on it. And then if you have any more questions, let me know, and we can go into it further. First of all, I'm going to talk about going into these other realms, these alternate realities, out-of-body experiences, astral travel, things like that. A lot of people are really wanting to do it. They're really wanting to do it right now, and I can understand. It's exciting. It's there are no limits. Once you get out there, there are no limits as to where you can go. But there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. And right now, people are just grasping at straws, grasping anything to get out there just for the experience. And I think one reason they're doing it is because we feel like we got to do something. We've got to do something. I mean, time is running out. You're feeling the pressure. You're feeling like spiritually something's missing. And you know that you need to go within, that the only way out is in. That's the bottom line. This world is going down. It's a dark place. We're basically living, I believe, on a hospice planet. Hospice, like someone who's like terminally ill. From Fukushima, and all the other stuff going on. We've been genetically modified. We are being genetically modified. Our bodies are genetically modified by the chemtrails, by the food we eat, by the water we drink. It's all poisoned, and it changes our DNA. And we're done. Basically, we're done. And I'm very okay with this. I've come to my understanding and my acceptance of this reality as being this way, as 3D, but it doesn't mean that we are not great spiritual beings. We are great spiritual beings. We are powerful spiritual beings. It means that we can work in other realms, that whatever happens in 3D is part of 3D, but we can go beyond what's happening in 3D. And so this is what other people are feeling as well. But when you start getting out of 3D, when you start going into these other realms, and if you're new at it, if you don't know what's going on, you can come under heavy attack because, first of all, you're getting out there. You're attracting attention. There are plenty of entities out there in those other realms, and they they're looking and they see what's going on, and they can see when someone's new on the block, new kid on the block, and they're going to come and look and see what's going on and watch you and try and get you off track and lead you astray, make you come under attack, attach. They can attach to you, all kinds of stuff, and especially in 4D, which is the astral realm, and which is the realm that I believe the Earth is actually passing through right now until we get into 5D. And it's actually bleeding over and manifesting in our Earth now. In 3D right now. That's why we're seeing so many bad things. That's why we're seeing just the darkness. It feels like it's just like smashing in on us. And so it's good to know this cloaking technique. So when you get out there, well, first of all, before you get out there, you want to ask for protection. So I'm going to talk to you guys not only about cloaking, but about protection when you're going out there. And also for protection in just when you're starting to open up and work in these realms, or even to meditate. You want to ask for protection, because otherwise you're leaving yourself wide open for attack. And the best thing you can do is ask for your highest guides and angels to come and protect you. You have to ask, and they will protect you. You can say a prayer to God. Say, God, please protect me as I'm working out there. Please protect me and guide me in this meditation. You can ask for Jesus to guide you and protect you. These are the most powerful ways of protecting yourself. But cloaking is different. I learned cloaking from my inner teacher, Brother Juan, who came to me about 10 or 11 years ago. And he gave me a whole bunch of teachings that I'll be sharing with you guys as we go along. And as he started helping me work in these realms, he really talked about cloaking and how we do need to protect ourselves when we're working in these realms, because you don't want to attract attention, especially if your light's getting really bright. You're just like a beacon out there, and you pop out, and here come the demons, here come the ghouls, here come the bad guys, and it's like they're just coming after you, saying, "Oh, here's a really bright one. Let's capture them. Let's keep them from doing what they're supposed to do." So, Brother Juan, let me just describe a little bit about him, and you'll understand. In my mind's eye, when I see him, he is a monk, and he lives. He has a chamber, like in a rock chamber. You could just go through this old wooden door, and everything inside is like this rock, like in a cave, like carved out of a cave. And he's got windows, a couple of windows, and when you look out, you just see like expansive clouds, and it's like another dimension. And then he has his classroom in there with these old wooden tables and the chairs, and all the tables have a single candle on them. And then he comes from around the corner, comes in and stands in front of the classroom, and there are other students in there usually. Sometimes I go in by myself, sometimes I go in with some other beings, some other students. Sometimes the classroom is full, just depending on what the lesson is for that day. And so this is how he works, and he's in his monk's robe, which is a brown monk's robe with just a simple cord around the waist. It's got pockets in the robe, and it's got a hood. And so we're all in there. We're all like we've got these brown monk's robes on too. All the students. In fact, before I even go in, I put on my monk's robe. I don my monk's robe as I go in. And so it's almost like you're shifting your energy, to go into this realm, and it's shifting your perspective and shifting you to go into this reality of being the student and being learning from this wise teacher and wise one who has experienced all of this. And so when he talks about cloaking, I always visualize putting the monk's robe on and just pulling the hood up and imagining myself just being invisible when I go into these realms. And you can also see when you pull the hood up, you just disappear. It's kind of like, they have these the devices and technology now where they can just put something in a beam, and like you can't even see it. It'll be in the air in front of you. You can't even see it. There'll be a shadow of it on the ground that you can't see whatever's in the air because it's reflecting the energy, it's reflecting the light around it, and your eye cannot perceive it. And it's like that. So it's important that you learn how to cloak, and you do cloak when you start working in these realms. And then if you encounter a being, you want to ask it. If it start wanting to interact with you, you don't want to just go ahead and start interacting and doing whatever it says to do, because that's another way that you can be led off straight. And not only that, you can have attachments, you can become possessed. These are dangerous realms, and unless you know what you're doing, it's dangerous. It's dangerous to be just running around out there, and especially if you're using some kind of substance to get out there, some kind of unnatural way to get out of your conscious mind. You're not controlling it. You can't control it. So the best way to do it is just to go within, focus on your heart chamber, and see a golden light in your heart, see your heart glowing golden, and ask for protection, and then see yourself cloak. And then just have your experience. And, you'll start having experiences, but you want to discern. And if you do have entities come to you, you can test them. You can test the spirits. In the Bible, it talks about testing spirits. And if you see something in your mind's eye, you can say, "Who are you, and what do you want? Show me your light. Show me your light. If you're not of the light of God, go away and leave me alone." And that's how you can test the spirits. And if you ask them to show you their light, then they have to. And if they don't have light, they can't show it. But here's another thing. The spirits can come with light and deceive. And so you have to really discern and say, if you are not of the light of God and here for my highest good, you have to leave. Because when I first started having contact with my angels and guides back in 1992, a whole bunch of different ones came to me, and it was all part of the experience. And some of them would try to imitate my angel, and when they would look like her, they would come in. If I didn't test them, they would start giving me these messages that would be contradictory to what my angel had been giving me, and they were dark, and not good advice. And so I started doubting, and then I learned about testing the spirits. And it's the same thing with this. And also, I have seen Lucifer. I have seen Lucifer a long time ago, like when I first started, contacting the angels. And he came to me, and he was a beautiful man, a being of light. And he was saying, I'm not so bad. I'm here doing my part. And, this is my role that I have to play. And, at the time I thought, well, maybe he's not so bad. But, he's a deceiver. He's a deceiver. I do think it's bad. There is evil. If you believe in good, then there is evil as well. There's bad out there. And so you want to be able to discern. And you want to be able to command the spirits away from you who are not of your highest good. And if you get an attachment, then you need to get rid of it. And you can ask for Jesus to come and help you. I'm going to do another show on spiritual warfare where we're just talking about spiritual warfare and prayer and doing the binding and casting out. But, I'm not a Bible-thumping Christian. I haven't been a Christian all my life. I mean, I was raised as a Methodist, which is considered Christian. But, that was pretty lukewarm in their teachings. They don't teach any spiritual warfare or anything like that. And it was not until, 2 or 3 years ago that I really started, getting into it and learning about it and learning that it was real and how it worked and that it's important, especially if you're going to be working in these realms. You need to know what you're doing. And cloaking is the first thing. Cloaking, asking for protection, asking for guidance, asking for your highest good and the highest good for everyone involved, and letting go of your ego, letting go of control of the situation. Because, sometimes people want to cast spells or they want to go and spy on someone. They want to go in remote view and go spy on someone and see what they're doing and then influence them. And this is all from the ego, and this is all dark, and this is all negative. And it's not good. It's not good. If you want to become in touch with your divine connection, with God, with Source, with your highest, you want to let go of all of the darkness, all of the things that might be that you want to have control over, as far as your ego. You don't want to control other people if you're saying, well, this person has to change. This person, I have to do something. I want to spell cast on this person so he'll love me. I want to spell cast on this person so that he'll change and do something for me. You're dealing in the dark realms then, because anytime you're trying to control someone else, that's trying to change them. That's you imposing your will on them. And that's not how the divine works. The divine works by you working in yourself and changing yourself and learning what's highest and in your highest good and accepting what's in your highest good. And what's in your highest good may be some pain and suffering right now. You don't know. You don't know. We learn a lot by pain and suffering. We learn a lot by challenges and by failures. We learn a lot. The only way we learn is when we're suffering. That's when we have our greatest learning, because we have to find different ways of doing things. We're most open to change when we're at the bottom. And that's what I tell people when I'm working with them. You know, if they feel like their life is falling apart and, you know, nothing's working and they're depressed and everything, I tell them, you know, you are at a really great point right now, because you are the most open to change right now than you ever have been in your whole life. And great transformation can happen at this point right now, because that's when you're most open. And people, when they have terminal illness and they turn to prayer and turn to, you know, spiritual healing and stuff like that, that's when miraculous things can happen, because they let go of their belief system. They let go of all the preconceived notions. They're ready to let go of all the programming. And it's all of that programming and the previously held beliefs and things that you feel like you have to do. You have to act in a certain way. You have to be with a certain person. You have to keep this certain job. You know, all of this that's locked into you and crystallized in you, that's what's caused the illness. And in order to get rid of the illness, you've got to let go of all of that. So I got off on some different tangents today, but I hope you found this helpful. So cloak, ask for protection, put your monk's robe on, or, you know, any kind of cloak that you want to think of. Pull the hood up, zip up, you know, cloak up. I have a meditation on my YouTube channel called the White Light Meditation, and it's the first one that my angel gave to me, and it's where you're releasing darkness and breathing in light and releasing past beliefs and stuff. That's a really good one to do. And after that, I have a shielding technique that God has given me, and I use that with everyone as well in my sessions after I do implant removal. That's a real good thing to do too. So that's it for today. I'm Margo from margoshealingcorner.com. Follow me on my YouTube channel. I'm interviewing interesting people and putting those up as well. Times are shifting. We have to get prepared for what's coming. And the best way to get prepared is spiritually. And, yeah, we can prepare physically in some ways by stocking up on some food and water and stuff like that. But in the end, spiritual is the most important thing. The most important thing that you can do is getting spiritually prepared, feeling right in your spirit, in your soul, getting in touch with your heart, letting go of all your negativity. I mean, it's easier said than done, but just letting go of things that are holding you back. So if you want to know more about me, margoshealingcorner.com. I'm a hypnotist, holistic life coach, and spiritual healer. I can see into your energy body. I work with people and remove implants of all kinds. Energetic, etheric, alien implants. When I do these sessions, they end up being really long because it's almost like an Edgar Cayce reading, because I start empathing with the person and my inner vision opens up and I can see traumas that have happened like down through their lives, and it's stuck in their energy field and I can see it. And whether it's physical, emotional, mental. I can see that, and I can help you heal all of that. So stay prayed up and get ready for what's coming. And I hope you enjoyed this talk. Let me know, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.